Hey everybody, in today's video I'm going to show you how you can create progress charts in Excel. So whether you're tracking sales goals or maybe just tracking how far along you are in terms of closing a deal with a potential prospect or customer, charts can help visualize that progress. And I'm going to show you how we can create a sample table where we can track progress and then convert that into a chart to show that as well. So here I've got a table where we've got different prospects, company names, and different stages along the sales process. And if you're using Microsoft 365, one of the things you can do is add checkboxes. So if I select all these stages here, and if I go to the Insert tab, there's an option for a checkbox. And just like that, I've populated all these checkboxes now, and I can tick them off to say, okay, I've gone through the cold call, done a follow-up, done the qualification, sent the proposal, and had an in-person meeting. Last thing to do is to agree upon a contract. So I can fill these out for, other prospects to sort of gauge, how far along I am in the process. And I'm using check boxes here, but if you're not using Microsoft 365 and don't have this available, there's still other ways you can do this. I just want to show you this as a way to track this. But basically progress charts we can do for anything, whether it's something simple like sales targets and percent of goal, to something a bit not as numerical in terms of something like this where we're tracking progress along the way. You can still show progress a lot of different ways in Excel. And so with checkboxes, what we can do is use a COUNTIF function to say, okay, if these values are set to true, then we're going to count them. And so this tells me that 5 checkboxes were ticked off. Here there were only 2. Here there were 3. Here there were 2. And here there were 5. And so the total number of stages is there's 6 checkboxes, 6 stages. So I'm going to copy that down. And that's going to be key in calculating the percentage of completion, where I'm taking the number of checkboxes, dividing it by the total number of stages. So here we can say we were 83% of the way towards our goal. That's one way we can sort of think of it. And now if I wanted to put this on a chart, I go to Insert and select a chart. One option you may want to consider is a bar chart. So we see the values going horizontally. So if I hit OK, I have something like this. And I'm going to right click, select the data, because I don't want to see all this. I don't need to see the total stages. I don't need to see the number of checkboxes. All I'm interested in that percentage of completion. So if I remove that, now I can have that. And let's say I want to add the data label in here, so I have that percentage, so I don't need to rely on this axis here. And so I can easily see the percent of completion. All right, so that's a simple way that we can view the progress. Another way that you may want to look at this is in terms of a progress chart is not necessarily showing the percentage, but maybe just showing the progress versus the total. So we're using two bar charts. So for example, I'm going to right click, select the data. Instead of percentage of completion, actually I'll create another chart altogether here just to compare it side by side. Go to bar chart again, select this one. And now, so down below here, I'm going to set it up the same way, except this time I'm going to right click, select the data, and I'm going to uncheck percentage of completion, because I want to show this with those two bar charts. So we've got total stages, which is always going to go to the end, and we've got the number of checkboxes. Now, what we can do to make this look more like a progress chart is if I format the data series, there's an option to have these overlap, so 100%. So you can see now the total stages goes all the way to the end. The number of checkboxes looks like it's disappeared, but what I need to do is go back to select the data, and I'm just going to move this total stages up. And so now we can see we've got that total stages, that blue color. So I'm just going to modify these a little bit. So this color for the total stages, I'm gonna make it a bit softer and make it, a light gray sort of color, just so it allows the number of checkboxes to stand out a little bit. So we can change this to maybe a green color, whatever the case may be, whatever you want. The key thing is now it's a lot easier to visualize that progress. So you have a couple of ways that you can look at progress. You can look at, let's say, percentages. Maybe that's not the best way to look at it. Maybe you prefer this style where you can see the progress in terms of, okay, we're at 5 out of 6, right? So we can see that progress. Again, in this case, may not want to see that axis. Maybe we don't need the legend as well, because it's sort of self-explanatory to say, okay, for company A, we've got this far along the way, company B this far, right? So there's a lot of different ways where we can do this. This is effectively showing the same thing, but the good thing about charts in Excel is there's a lot of ways you can show the same thing a number of ways. Now, another chart we can use that can help show progress is a circle or a donut chart. And I'm going to show you how we can set that up. So we just need a couple fields here. One is for the progress and one for the remaining amount. So an example where we had 83%, I can just enter 83 for the progress, and for the remaining amount, set up a formula where we've got 100 minus that amount. So really simple setup. And if I go to Insert, Charts, under the pie chart section, there's a section for the donut chart. As you can see, it fills it in depending on that first value, that progress value. So it's calculating the size of each slice. So I don't need this legend because it's kind of self-explanatory if we're talking about progress, what that is. And again, what you may want to do is change these colors. So this one, a bright green, this amount left, perhaps that light gray that I used earlier. And when it comes to donut charts, you can also modify the size of these holes here. So I'm going to right click, format data series, and change that donut hole size. So depending on how big or small you want it to be, we can set it up that way. So we can see the progress and the amount remaining. Now, one thing that can also be helpful is if we add a percentage in here. So what I can do is take this 83 divided by 100 and put this as a percentage. Now what we can do is I'm going to change the fill color so there's no fill in here. And then I'm going to sneak in behind this chart, basically set my formula so I'm linking to that specific cell at 83%. And so I'm just going to position this chart so that what I can do here is if I scroll behind here, I can merge this, center it, and make it a bit larger. So make that 83 nice and large. And this is where, if you got that big donut hole size, there's a lot more room to fit that in. And so let's also get rid of the border, and let's get rid of our grid lines so it looks a bit cleaner. So now we can see that's our percentage. So we can position this however makes sense. So now we've got a nice clean progress chart that using that donut. And so if we were to update this to, let's say, 75%, it's automatically going to update 60%, 50%, 40%. So a really cool and effective way to do it. As you can see, not terribly complex. All we need is these two fields, the percentage we can link to and put it in there, and it'll automatically update for us. So a really easy way to map progress. And obviously, as you update these values, it can update the visual. So there's a lot of different ways to show progress, whether you want a simple bar chart showing percentages, or two bar charts with one overlapping to show the percentage of completion, or a circle chart, which is always popular and can be another way to display it. So there's a lot of different ways where you can show progress in Excel. With charts, they can be highly effective in communicating that, as opposed to just looking at a table here and trying to see how many checkboxes were checked. Visuals can make it a whole lot easier. So that's a wrap on how to create progress charts in Excel. If you did like this video, please leave a like and be sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching.